Laughter, car noise, shouting, foul smell of the road, people rushing into school and work. These are just a few of the normal daily life. But now, our world has changed. You're now on the internet more than you aren't on the internet. You're wearing a mask when you didn't before. And you distance yourself from people when you couldn't leave their side before. Because this is the new normal. A country located in East Asia and one of the heavily populated in the world is China. China is the most advanced country, especially in technology, architecture, and invention. Aside from that, it is also known for its culture, having different variety of food. But also in this country is where the new coronavirus started. Coronavirus, or COVID-19, is caused by the new discovery of coronavirus, which is an infectious disease that doesn't have any cures yet. In December 31, 2019, the first case was reported in Wuhan, China, and as days pass, it multiplies and affects almost all of the countries all over the world. So in case you are wondering, where does this virus come from? Well, there is no evidence yet on where does this virus originate, but there are researchers saying this came from a bat. However, some says that the cause of the outbreak came from a laboratory leakage. Since pandemic happened, the world has changed. All of the people are forced to put their face masks on and is asked to follow all the safety protocols imposed by the authorities. From Wuhan, China, let us now go further in one country that has the worst COVID-19 outbreak in Southeast Asia: Philippines. The birth of COVID-19 tests the preparedness of all countries, but none are prepared at all. Each country in the world are still adopting and adjusting about the new normal way of living life, just like in the Philippines. People are adjusting with the safety protocols imposed by their government since the pandemic started up to this current time.
Pursuant to my powers as President under the Constitution and Republic Act 11332, I am placing the entire mainland of Luzon under quarantine. Land, domestic air, and domestic sea travel to and from Metro Manila shall be suspended beginning March 15, 2020 and to end on April 14, 2020.
The big announcement of lockdown for the whole country brought fright, fear, gladness, opportunity to rest to the many Filipinos. However, this pandemic felt like we are on the same sea, but never in the same boat. Some are those fortunately privileged with their yachts and ships. Those people with their boat made with wood, with roofs, in a paper boat, or those who has no boat at all, drowning and left them no choice but to swim harder to survive the endless and unbearable path.
Parang nanginginig ka na lang sa gutom nung di ka na magsasalita.
Takot kami na mamatay sa gutom.
Months after months, the situation has never been better. The supplies for foods to those in need are insufficient. Many people suffer from hunger as their jobs stop, businesses closing, unemployment, and poverty worsen. The news regarding the hunger of the many affected Filipinos arises, including the jeepney drivers who never got any supply for foods or ayuda. They even had rally in the streets, put notice across their streets, begging for food to be served in the table for their families.
Wala akong mapunta, wala akong takbuhan. Nakakaya naman sa mga kamag-anak namin eh. Kasi mangingi kami, araw-araw nakakaya naman.
Sa totoo lang po naiyak ako. Talagang napakahirap ng buhay.
Luckily, we have been blessed by many people with big hearts and good hands, ready to extend help to those in need. One of them is Ana Patricia Nun, the one behind Community Pantry. She initiated the life-saving community pantry along Maginhawa Street in Quezon City. Vegetables filled in bamboo cart comes with a short slogan posted along, magbigay ayon sa kakayahan, kumuha batay sa pangangailangan, which basically is the principle of this community pantry. This brought hope to the many people who are affected heavily by the COVID-19, and that her goodness passed along to the residents who have seen the bamboo cart and started donating food items and basic goods. It is like our bayanihan never fades away, especially these times of need. The goodness of Ana Patricia Non quickly spread across the country, following her footsteps, building their own community pantry in their areas, reaching wide people to who needs help in this time of despair, like this.
Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Ako si Erica Joyce D. Nuestro, 20 years old, at isa ako sa mga nag-organisa ng community pantry sa aming lugar. Para sa akin, isa sa naging inspirasyon ko para itayo ang community pantry ay ang Maginhawa Community Pantry na siyang nagpasimula ng lahat. Bukod doon, mas lalo ding napatibay ang desisyon namin na ituloy ang community pantry dahil nakikita namin ang sitwasyon ng aming mga kabarangay at mga karatig barangay na lubhang naapektuhan sa kinakaharap nating pandemya ngayon. Madami ang nawalan ng trabaho, ang nalugian ng negosyo at marami pang iba na naging dahilan para hindi maging sapat ang kung anong meron sila sa pang-araw-araw nilang pangangailangan. Hangad namin na makatulong kahit man lang sa simpleng paraan na kaya namin. Mas lalo akong naging thankful sa mga tao sa paligid ko at sa mga bagay na mayroon ako. Mas lalo ko din pinahalagahan yung mga maliliit na bagay na siyang malaking bagay na pala sa iba. Sobrang saya ko dahil natupad yung matagal ko ng gusto ang makatulong sa mga taong nangangailangan ng suporta at pagmamahal galing sa iba. Isa pa sa naisip ko na kasama sila sa pangarap ko balang araw dahil kapag nagtagumpay na ako or pag nagtagumpay ako sa mga darating na taon, hindi ko kakalimutan ng aspeto ng pagtulong at pagmamahal sa kapwa. Ang pinaka-inaasahan kong resulta ng pagpapatayo namin ng community pantry ay maging susi ito para sa mga kabarangay namin at sa ibang tao na nakikita ang aming ginagawa na magtulungan lalo sa oras ng kagipitan. Sana ay matuto ang mga taong magbigay at magmahalan, wag sanang magpataasan dahil wala itong madudulot na maganda sa atin. Sa unang linggo pa lang ng community pantry namin, nasaksihan na namin kung paano umusbong yung pagtutulungan. Kasi madami sa aming kabarangay ang mga nagdo-donate ng mga ipapamahagi namin sa mas higit na nangangailangan. Doon pa lang nakita ko na may pag-asa dahil kahit sa simpleng bagay ay maaari na tayong magdulot ng kagandahan at kaunlaran sa ating lugar. Para sa akin, hindi madaling manghusga ng tao dahil hindi naman natin sila lubusang kilala at hindi din naman natin alam kung ano yung pinanggagalingan nila. Nasa tao naman yun kung magiging gahaman man sila o hindi, basta ang importante sa amin ay mabigyan sila ng kung ano ang kailangan nila at mapasaya sila sa munting handog namin para sa kanila. Diyos lang ang may alam kung ano ang totoo, kaya ipasa Diyos na lang natin ang mga gawain na hindi maganda.
But not anyone will understand.
To show to the people that they care, but they do not really care because of their ignorance.
President Rodrigo Duterte urges the public to wait for government aid instead of going to community pantries.
Everything has its own downside. Some of the government officials accused the community pantry organizers. The president even said that they just want to show to the people that they care, but they do not really care because of their ignorance. The community pantry have been soaring across the country since it began in Maginhawa, Quezon City. This campaign aims to help the community to put up foods to their hungry stomach, to signify the spirit of bayanihan of Filipinos, and to give hope to everyone. But this initiative is facing threats, and the person who started this campaign, Ana Patricia Non, became afraid because of the red tagging that the government accused her.
Nakatakot, seryoso, kasi hindi biro ang red tagging. Pero kagaya po ng sinasabi ko, mas safe yung pakiramdam ko po kung andyan po yung mga tao, hindi lang yung mga tao. Andyan yung volunteers kasi hindi po nila ako pagbabayaan.
Hindi po kasi biro yung red tagging, lalo na sa panahon ngayon. So kailangan lang po natin ipaabot yung mga nangyayari and hindi po natin pwedeng palagpasin, lalo na po may mga inosente pong mga tao dito.
Up to these days, the community pantries has been a point of contention in the country. And despite of having several accusations from the government and other officials, this doesn't stop the giving and spreading of goodwill of other people. Because we all know that many of us needs help in this time of crisis. Elderlies were among the residents who lined up early at the Maginhawa Community Pantry for the free goods, but instead received tickets for violating curfew protocols in place with a quarantine. Community Pantry organized by actress Angel Locsin for her birthday, but while waiting for his turn, 67-year-old Rolando de la Cruz fainted. Rescuers rushed de la Cruz to the East Avenue Medical Center, but he was declared dead on arrival. The son of de la Cruz, Ryan, believes nobody wanted the incident to happen. On her Instagram page, Angel Locsin apologized for the flock of people in her community pantry. I ask for forgiveness from the family, Locsin said. Ana Patricia Non, an organizer, expressed concern for her safety as a result of the false claims about reg tagging. She asked critics to come to her Maginhawa Community Pantry to see for themselves how the project transcends politics. As a result of her modest act of kindness that turned into inspiration, there are now roughly 350 community pantries around in the Philippines.
The government's aid and assistance are not enough for the people and for their daily living.
There is a rising demand for it, and people are getting hungry, so we must respond to it.
Gives an inspiration and awareness to the community to contribute for the people who are in need.
Community pantries are designed to feed the hungry while also bringing the people together.
Small step leads to a big changes because small step is still a progress.
It also helps those low-income earners and those who lost their jobs that can provide for their family.
It ensures the survival of our countrymen during this crisis.
No matter the gender, class, affiliation, religion, or anything else, it is not an issue in this campaign. It's simply dependent on our ability to assist, and that provides a sense of liberation.
How about you?
You.
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 Are you in for a hunger-free world?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you want to know why, there's a love that cannot lie. Love is strong, it only cares for joyful giving. If we try, we shall see. In this we cannot fear. Fear adrift, we stop this thing and start living. Love numbers growing to make a better world. Oh, make a better world. Heal the world. Make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for them,